to Miss Melly Makes. Tonight we are making some of my favorite berry and oatmeal slice. We are making some chicken, or no, we're gonna make beef burrito bowls. And then we're gonna start off with some Thai fish cakes. And just for me, I think, because Ixie doesn't eat seafood, because he sucks. Psycho, thank you for that host. Really appreciate it. Before we go into tonight, let's go back to yesterday and we'll show you what we made, because we made some delicious Guardians of the Galaxy themed food. Okay, so these are our Groot cookies. So Guardians of the Galaxy, our episode of Gamer Grub, our show where we make themed food from TVs, movies and video games. These are our Galaxy Marble Cakes. So they're filled with chocolate mousse, a brownie, chewy brownie base, and then we did a marble glaze. I never glazed anything before, but it's kind of on trend at the moment. And I think it worked out pretty well. I figured out what I did wrong. I should have used my thermometer and taken the temperature, because the glaze sets and blends better at a certain temperature. But I'm pretty happy. Don't they look really cool? It's very spacey. You got some stars in there, some glitter, and the mousse was quite delicious, if I do say myself. These are our cassette quesadillas. So for those people that have seen the movie will know that Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord has a cassette player always on his hip listening to some old tunes. So we made some cassette quesadillas. I wanted to bring in cassettes somehow, but I didn't want to make any more cookies because we had the Groot cookies. So I thought it'll be a bit fancy, a bit of fun. So we used our cheese slices and then also a little bit of coloured sour cream on top. And I thought they were pretty funky, a bit of fun. And then our Groot cookies, we did a gingerbread, kind of spiced gingerbread cookie dough. And then we decorated them. They were testing my patience quite a lot. So we started off with the bottom, the Groot whole bodies, and then our patience was kind of wearing a little bit thin. So Exceed did me a solid and printed out some Groot faces, which were much easier to cut out. We had a great stream yesterday. It was a lot of fun backing it up onto our 25 sub stream on the Saturday. So we did have a good stream yesterday as well. We received a sub. Thank you very much. It was a resub, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. It was TJ. Thank you very much for that resub, TJ. Some bits, some follows, and some beautiful hosts. So thank you to everyone for a lovely stream. Alrighty. Sorry I was a little bit late. It's always the way that you think you're organized and then you're like, oh my God, I need a wee. So I did run to the toilet real quick, just because I don't like stopping the stream midway through, just so I need to have a pee break. So I make sure but it's also a nervous thing as well, I will admit. Exceed's always like, have you done your nervous wee? Too much information? Maybe, I don't know. You'll never know. So how is everyone? Sips tea, Psycho, I love that. What kind of tea are you drinking? Michael, hello. How are you? Exceed is here, of course. Crazy Aussie. What I missed. Oh my God, why? What has everyone said? Exceed he's had his first day at work today. So he arrived at home at 6:30. So that would be earlier than I would arrive home. I've had today off and I actually have tomorrow off as well. I felt like a domestic housewife today. Because usually it's Exceed who's at home or works from home. But today I had the day off, so I did some cleaning, did some organizing of the pantry. What else did I do? I made a friend for lunch, and we walked around and hung out with her baby. What else? I need to get do I want a cold drink or a hot drink? What we have a new little move around, so I moved like a IKEA, I don't know, we call it like a box thing, so then I can put some storage in here. We get our little kangaroos and our koala. Was the baby super adorable? Dimmu, what's going on? The baby was super adorable. His name is William. And he's got the biggest chubbiest cheeks. But he was a bit cranky. We had to find a change room, and then he just wanted to like eat everything, eat his hands and stuff. So he's very, very, very cute. Yes, what do I want to drink, guys? What do I want to drink? I linked my Discord to Twitch also. Good, Michael, good job. So how has everyone's Monday been? You guys, you got up to much? Back to work? How are you? I'm good. Look at this, I look like Betty Homemaker. Oh my gosh. I was like, what is that? It's actually, it goes around your neck, but I don't like wearing it like that. So now it just looks like I've got like weird tied things. So I'll just, do I leave it hanging? This is so weird. I don't know. Something super alcoholic. You guys are bad influences. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to be good here. I'm trying to like start my like fitness, healthy, you know, I'm gonna get like healthier. So I ate super well today. I really wanted a Boost juice, and I love Boost juice. For those that don't know, Boost juice is like a Java juice, like a blended fruit drink. Yes, alcoholic drink. All right, we'll do gin and juice. Hey, gin and juice. Juice. No, screw that booze. Kill the voices inside. All right, I got some orange juice. Half orange juice, not half gin. We're not doing half gin, half juice. Because I'm weird, you know that I like juice and soda water. But I will add some gin. This one is called the Botanist. It's from the Isle of Islay. Where's Islay? Half gin, no way. I'll be dead. Everyone wants me to do a drinking stream. But I was thinking maybe we not just sit there and drink. Maybe I should do like a cocktail stream. But then everyone needs to pitch in so I can buy alcohol, like different types of alcohol, I reckon. And then I'm a toucan Sam. I can't really put a lot away, as you'd say. There we go. Gin and juice for my lads and the ladies. Okay? Why are you putting soda water in your juice? I just like the bubbles, and like I find the orange juice or juice is too sweet, so it kind of puts some bubbles in. Would it make sense if I say that it feels thicker in my mouth, like the consistency? I feel like soda water, kind of the bubbles, it just feels more hydrating. I don't know if that makes sense. Romeo would have been wondering where Exceed was today, wouldn't he? Not used to. No, do you know, Romeo doesn't give a shit about anyone during the day. Honestly, he just sleeps. And I thought Exceed was joking, but literally this dog did not want to know me all day. So I was cleaning the house, and it was like warm in the morning. Well, it's been warm all day actually for winter. But I was thinking like maybe me moving around will get him excited and get him excited, and he'll want to go for a walk. And by midday, still nothing. He moved from our bed to, he's got 4 beds in the house. So our bed to his dog bed in the office, then his dog bed in the living room to his dog bed outside in the sun. And then when he got too hot sunbaking, then he sat on the mat in the living room and like cooled down. And then he went out and slept again. Like the dog at the moment, he's in his dog bed sleeping. What a great dog. Yeah, if you want to come back as anything, come back a dog in our house. All he does is eat, drinks, stretch, repeat. Eat, sleep, drink, stretch, repeat. Sorry. Sleep, stretch. Did I say that? Oh, God. Okay. Oh, my God. I'm looking really white today. I didn't look at myself. Really pale. Pale. I shouldn't say white. I should be pale. Okay, I feel like a Betty homemaker today. Like I've got my little apron, got my hair up. I feel like Betty Crocker. Okay, so I think we're gonna start with some oatmeal slice. And we're gonna do some raspberry and strawberry. Dad? Dimu, what? Hey Apple, what's going on? It's a dog's life. Okay, I'm gonna move this away. Let's go. All right, so we have some oats in there. We have some wholemeal flour. Wholemeal flour, you can use plain flour or all-purpose flour, whatever. We're gonna get our trusty bowl. The kitchen's so clean today. Not that it's not clean when Exceed's here, but like I've got all organized for the show. I'm super excited. Super excited. Okay. The most important thing of this is melting the butter. What fish are you using tonight? To be honest, I don't know. It's a white fish. I think it's barramundi. You can use whatever white fish or whatever fish you like. I'm going to use, I think it's barramundi. I have in my fridge. Okay. What kind of fish do you like, Michael? Mystery fish. So the most important thing for this recipe is your butter. You need to melt it. So we have a small saucepan, or you can do it in your microwave as well. So our lighting is pretty bad. It's just like not bright today. Hello. Okay. We'll be using capsicum. We're gonna use capsicum in the burritos, actually, the burrito bowls. If not, because if not, well, this will simply not do. I know. I like flathead and whiting. Whiting is like one of my favorite fish. Michael, as a kid, still now when my granddad takes us fishing, it's like we go in the kind of shallow area and we always get whiting, just because it's so simple. It tastes good, fried or battered, grilled. It's so good, so versatile. Okay, so in here we're gonna do 1 cup. So how's salmon is life? Dimu, do you cook your own salmon? How do you cook it? Crazy. Oh, nice. My family is the same. Yes, I'm a big fan of fishing. I don't get to go as often, but it is a family pastime. When we were kids, my granddad is an avid fisherman. He's in his 70s now, and he was like regularly diving for crayfish as well. But as he's got older, he's had the bends. If anyone knows what that is, like this man, you can't kind of, when you think of a toddler and you've got to like watch them because they hurt themselves all the time. That's like my granddad. So he always gets himself in trouble. He's a bit like me. He rushes things and he does things sometimes without thinking. So one time he was trying to fix the barbecue, and I don't know what happened, but it blew up in his face. He had like all like the nose hairs, like the nostril hairs and the ear hairs, all like singed off. It's like you need to watch him like around sharp objects. He's like the most amazing human, but he just is a little bit accident prone. So he was forced to stop diving just because he was getting old, and then he had like a little bout of cancer. But he fishes regularly, and he's been known quite often to not take enough fuel when he's gone out with friends. And you're like, are you able to go out by yourself? So now he just goes out with friends. So I think that's sadly where I got my, my rushed behavior from. Yeah, I don't think my adventurous spirit, you'd call it. That's what I'll go with, adventurous spirit. Okay, so we've got 1 cup of oats, 3/4 of a cup of wholemeal flour or all-purpose flour in there. You're going to do some brown sugar, depending how sweet you like it. My whole family is fishermen. Fishermen. Okay, good. I was like, fisherman. What is your favorite thing to catch? Crazy. So 1/3 of brown sugar. That's really all you need, and then we'll add. So this recipe here is like a crumb base, and then you're going to maybe withhold about 1/3 of the mixture, and then crumble that on top as well. So we're going to have an oat, like a really delicious crunchy oat base with a layer of fruit, and then crumbles over top. It's going to be really delicious. It's a really, really popular recipe in my house. I love it, and Exceed doesn't mind it too. So he giggled to himself when I told him what we were making tonight. He's like, oh, your favourite. I think that's, oh, your favourite. Oh shit, I gotta eat it again, kind of thing. But yeah. Terribly is how I cook it. Oh, that's good, Dimu. My favourite way of cooking salmon is probably with some like lemon butter, or I haven't cooked salmon in a while on the show. I think we should do it some more, but that means that I need to cook like salmon for myself and then chicken for Exceed, which is not a big deal. But the last time we cooked the salmon with the lemon butter, that was delicious. Okay, so we're going to put some butter, 6 tablespoons. Okay. Hey Google, how many 6 tablespoons? Oh God, that didn't make sense.
6 U.S. tablespoons equals 88.721 milliliters.
See, Google speaks my language. Like, no other person could understand that, what I wanted. But Google does. It's pretty amazing. But now how many did it say? 60 mils? Gosh. Okay. So let's just melt some of this. Yeah. Exceed makes fun of me and thinks that I speak my own language. And like, I'll talk to him like, hey, and I'll start a sentence and then I'll just stop and then keep doing other things. And he'll be like, Molly. And I'm like, what? He's like, you did it again. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you ended with the, and then you kept doing something else. I'm like, good. See, I just assume that people have, telekinesis and they just know, on the same page as me. We're getting there with communication. I feel like a bit of a toddler where I have to learn how to speak to people. But it's all good. Okay, so that we're just getting all the lumps out of here. We've got our butter. We're gonna melt that. I'm not too sure how much I need, but whatever I don't use, then I'll use in the other dishes. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. So I did a thing yesterday. For those that have been watching the show for a while, have known that I keep breaking spatulas on buying shitty quality ones and complaining I didn't have any. Well, now I have quite a few. So the $2 sale gets me at Kmart. So $2. Everything's $2. So I bought these the other day, and I didn't realize they were that big. So I bought this was $2. This was $2. This was $2. This is at different stages, like over the past few weeks. This was $2. $2. The whisk was $2. And now I have like too many spatulas, so it's all good. We can stir, you know, through the whole show and use different things every time. Can't be, ready? Just smack everybody. Smack everybody with my spatula. Star-Lord! Hello! Can we get a Star-Lord shout out, please? Crash Fam shout out for my man Star-Lord. How you been, Star-Lord? Tom, how you doing? I've been trying to catch a stream, but you haven't been streaming when I've been around. So, are you back home now? Back in Tassie? There we go. Guys, check out our man Star-Lord. Tom is the funniest, coolest guy. Very down to earth. Go and check him out, please. He is a friend of the show. He's an Aussie streamer. He's from down south in Tasmania. So go and check him out. Queen Kyle. I just finished the new Game of Thrones. And here is how I would sum it up. Someone got screwed over. Someone got screwed over. Daenerys slays. She is my queen. No important deaths. Yay. And betrayal. Good. Good synopsis. I love that because there was no spoilers. I love that. It's very important here because we often get in trouble for saying too much about shows. So thank you very much. And I do need to see it. With Exceed now at work, I have a day off tomorrow so I could stay up and watch it. But Exceed's got work tomorrow, so we'll see how long we can stay up and actually watch it. I'm good, thanks. Yes, home, how are you? I'm really good, thank you. I am being very, very productive today. I had today off and tomorrow off as well. So I'm being like a little housewife, getting all organised. I had a really busy week. Exceed's got a new job. Molly, the butter. Thanks, Michael. You're the real MVP. So, butter. Very hot. Okay. Queen Kyle, you better. I appreciate comments, but just don't get yourself in trouble, my friend. Okay, so I don't have any ginger, any proper like dried ginger because we used it all for the gingerbread cookies. So I'm gonna grate some ginger. It's gonna be like pretty amazing, punchy. So I've got my microplane, some fresh ginger, and we're just gonna grate some of this. If you don't like ginger, leave it out. It just gives a really nice flavor. I miss hanging out, being very, very busy. Yes. But we appreciate you coming. We know you've been busy. Alrighty. So in here, we're going to add 6 tablespoons of this melted butter. So when I was talking the other day about clarified butter and separating it, so see how you've got the white and then the clear kind of yellow? What you would do is if you left this to cool, all of the fat, all of the milk solids would sink down to the bottom. No. Give me 2 seconds. So the milk solids would sink to the go to the top, and then the fat, the pure clarified butter would go to the bottom. So then you'd let it cool, scrape off the milk solids, and then you've got clarified butter, right? 1, 2 there. I'm coming. I'm just trying to explain something. So then you've got clarified butter. So the milk solids prevent the butter being heated to a higher temperature. So for recipes, like specifically Indian food, they use a high amount of ghee or clarified butter, just so that you can heat the butter to a higher temperature and use it for deep frying, or not deep frying, but shallow frying and in their curries, so it doesn't have a burnt taste. Okay. All right, let me just pour this in here. So 6 tablespoons 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right, double or nothing. I feel like I need to get better at double or nothing because I've not been winning. Everyone's been winning. So was it Queen? Was it you that was complaining that you won and that you didn't understand, which is not your fault, but complaining that I dropped it, and I was trying to tell you that you beat me, but it's all good. It's like I know when she's making my favorite meat type. Yeah, that was me. Can we smoke while you master the kitchen? Don Face, you can do whatever you want while you watch. Let's not talk about it. Alrighty, so double or nothing is our game where I flip, and if I am unsuccessful in 3 flips and something drops on the floor, it doesn't go in the pan, then whoever bet, they win $500 million. Okay, so shall we use the kangaroo? Shall we use the kangaroo? I think we shall. Goodbye, my friend. Alrighty, let's get ready to rumble. Shouldn't have used the kangaroo. Congratulations, Quick. Too bouncy. Yes. So now we learn the kangaroo. Don Face the kangaroo. Okay, that goes back in there. Queen Carl, congratulations. You are now the owner of. I'll let you try again. Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay. I'll take that. But then if I beat you, you can't be like, you lost it the first time, Molly. I'm sure. Okay. All right. So let me find. Do we flip this? I need to find like a plushie or something that's like a pancake plushie that I can flip because this is shitty. All right, ready? Smoking is now mandatory. Oh, I did it one-handed. This is like an awkward pan. Nah, that was in that. Remy doesn't like the flipping. And this won't go. Remy! It's just flipping. Does that mean that I win? Does that mean that I win? I think we need to find something else to double or nothing. Okay, but like I won the first time. So, okay. Queen Carl, you can have Ask Exceed. Ask Exceed what he wants to do. Alright. So we've got our butter in here. So 1 cup of oats. I use quick oats just because I find that they go crunchier. No, you won fair and square. So 1 cup of oats, 3/4 of a cup of wholemeal flour, 6 tablespoons of butter, 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar, and that is our base as well as our topping. Okay? I'll take my walk of shame. At least double or nothing gets Romeo out of bed. I know, but then he just goes straight back to that. I don't know. Exceed thinks it's that when I say, "Are you ready?" it kind of triggers him. So I don't know. All right, now we have our tin. I think I might actually make a little bit more of this. So there's more crunchy on top. More wholemeal flour. This is such a good recipe. It's perfect for work snacks. You guys know I'm big on that. I'm big on work snacks. So I'm gonna double the recipe. YOLO. I regret nothing. So I'm doubling the recipe. I'm not gonna double the sugar. I think I'm good with maybe in the whole, even though I doubled it, maybe half a cup instead of 2/3. And now we just need more butter. We just started, Star-Lord, so we haven't been going too long. Butter. You're not too late. No, we're just starting. First recipe. First tab off the rack. Alright. So Star-Lord, how was your weekend? Double the sugar? No, I'm not going to double the sugar. I'm going to behave and be a little bit less sugar. I'm sweet enough. Oh. Don't Face, where are you coming live to us from today? Moon! Thank you for that host. Alrighty, let's remember that my mother is watching. She says hello. Hello, Mrs. Lord. How are you, Molly? I'm very good. I'll trust you. Thanks, Don Face. I'm very, very good, Star-Lord. I had a little quick nap. So, Exceed's first day at work. And he rang me and told me he was on his way home. So, I think it took him about an hour to get home. So, I set the alarm. I sat down, or I laid down. And I set the alarm. I set the alarm for half an hour, but I couldn't get to sleep. So I think I was kind of like dozing for 20 minutes. USA, sorry, not sorry, you. We're from Melbourne, Australia. She laughed. Thanks for making her night. Did I make her night? That's lovely. Well, tell her that I'm very happy that she bred such a beautiful boy. A beautiful young man. Sorry, not a boy. Starla, don't kill me. No. A beautiful person. Have you given her the recipes yet, Star-Lord? You said you were going to give her your sub recipes. Okay, so we doubled the recipe. YOLO. Sorry I'm late. Some things came up and I had to deal with, but I'm here and ready to get hungry. No worries, Moon. We're hoping everything's okay. Molly, you melt my heart. Oh, Star-Lord, I'm just saying things that are true. Oscar, hi, how are you doing today? And this is my first time in stream. Oscar, welcome to Miss Molly Makes. How are you today, my friend? Where are you coming to us from? My name's Molly, and then you hear me refer to Exceed. Exceed is the production manager, as you'd say, in the office. So he keeps our stream running with pop-ups and alerts. Please make Oscar welcome, guys. I'm good. What about you? I am very hungry. That's how I am. Everyone get excited to get hungry. Mum said thank you. Aww. Okay. So, I just realized that she was making a grilled chicken burrito. Man, I cannot wait for this recipe to come out. We're not making a chicken burrito, we're making a chicken burrito bowl. But you can easily make it into a burrito, but it's like a fancy way of making less carbs, maybe? Oscar, thank you for that host. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. How's life down Tasmania way? Is it cold down there, Star-Lord? Except, can you turn the heater off? I'm hot. Now I want chicken. We're not doing... Does it say chicken? Because I changed it. So we're going to do beef instead of chicken. I hope you guys don't mind. Sorry. I should have told Exceed. Where are you from? We are from Melbourne, Australia. We're coming to you live from Melbourne. what's the weather at the moment? Exceed? Can someone get the weather in the chat? I do complain that it's been a little bit cold, but today was actually quite warm. It was like about 22, 23 degrees Celsius. Alrighty. So, we are making a berry oatmeal slice. I want to make... Molly, you lied to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now I've got a spatula, I can do this. Oh. Bad Molly, bad Molly, bad Molly. Chicken is out. Beef is in, I'm sorry. Slap my wrist. Snap, how did you like it? How did I like the heat? The heat was good. Oh, you're talking about exceed. No, I won't get involved in that. My bad, sorry, reading chat when I shouldn't read chat. Okay. So, we're gonna do the slice. So I have a slice tin here. You can use like an 8-inch square tin, but this is my favorite kind of, it's a brownie tin. So I spray it with oil and then I put the baking paper in. It just makes cleaning it easier and it doesn't stick. And it's easier when you're maneuvering. I'm sorry if this is a bit repetitive. I like to repeat it to any newbies that don't know this trick. Okay, so I literally put it in and use my fingers like this and then go like that into the corners. We get our scissore. Come on, Molly. One thing I like more than chicken is beef. Also, the food type is pretty good. Kappa Pride. See what I did there? It's okay. I still appreciate you, Molly. I apologize. Are you pronouncing it Melbourne or Melbourne? The latter I'm familiar with. It's Melbourne. Is that how you're familiar with it? It is. It's Melbourne. But in Australia, you have to pronounce it bin, B-I-N, Melbourne. It's just how the Aussie accent works. But whatever you're familiar with, you can pronounce it however you want. But just the Aussie slang is a bit funny. Okay, so cutting down to create a nice neat corner. And this one as well. Molly language. So for those people, I've been doing some research. A few people have been asking me about cast iron pans and suggesting that I buy a cast iron pan. So I was talking to my brother, who's a chef, this afternoon about buying a cast iron pan because they're quite an expense. And I was saying to him, you know, what's your kind of knowledge about them? Would you recommend one? And he said that he wouldn't recommend cast iron, that he has stone himself, like a stone pan. And he said that's non-stick and, you know, that works good for him. So has anyone else used stone before? And does anyone, again, want to recommend cast iron and, you know, their use with it? So we just done some tidying up. It's not too tidy, but it works. And we're going to use our mix here. And we're going to use half as a base. Can someone please buy me a ticket to Australia so I can cuddle with Romeo and eat Molly's delicious food? Ah, that's so good. Why don't you just organize me to come to America? I'm trying to get Exceed to send me to America. Cast iron is great for some things, but definitely not for everyone. Karjaga, welcome to Miss Molly Makes. Thank you for that follow. KB, is that how you pronounce your name? I hope that's correct. Do you prefer cast iron, or are you not a person that prefers it? And what would you cook in it, for instance? I'm very interested. I'm always looking for ways to kind of make my life easier in the kitchen and, you know, help you guys out. You know, what to recommend, what not to recommend. Can't smell the iron. Don, you're very passionate there, I can see. Molly, you should totally come here. You can stay in my room. 2x4 dorm room. Yes! We have to cuddle with, can't bring Romeo. You can't cuddle with Romeo. It's a bit squishy. What are you at college, Kyle? For sure. Alright, so we're gonna put this in here. And we're gonna push it down. So sometimes it can be a bit crumbly. So you just need to see if it's gonna stick together, and I don't think it is, so we're gonna add a little bit more. Because last time I made this, I didn't put enough butter, and it was too crumbly and it wouldn't stay in kind of a slice. It was kind of more like a crumble. So come with fresh sheets. You get the prison bed special. Comes with fresh sheets. I went to boarding school, so I am familiar with those beds. We did get an upgrade when I was, I don't know what you call it, like a senior, or we call it year 12. And we got some fancy. But what I use is the eggshell mattress. Is anyone familiar with them? It's like a bit of foam and it looks like an eggshell. And it actually makes your bed at least 10 times comfier. So I had one of them. I think at one stage I had two. So it was really good. Lots of butter. The south of the US will teach you that. Yes, I do like butter. Butter, Molly butter. I prefer it, but mainly just use it to pan fry stuff. And if it's raining, I use cast iron to grill steak instead of a normal skillet. Only if it's raining, you just like, what's the difference? Why can't you like, because you can't go outside in your barbecue, is that why? Or is it just like the rain affects the pan inside your house? Am I just teasing? But I think you mean because of the barbecue? I was outside? But yeah, the only thing I would probably use the skillet for is kind of pan frying. But at the moment I have some Baccarat fry pan. But the only thing is this one here is getting a bit old. So you can see that it's kind of wearing around the edges. I just don't want to go outside if it's grilling and it's rain. Yes, that's very true. Be a bit cold. So I'm thinking of getting a new pan. Don't tell Exie. So I'm thinking of ideas, what I should get. All right, a little bit more butter. There we go. That's better. Butter makes everything better. I've got a cast iron that at least 70 to 80 years old. No way. The older the better. I've heard that. Like flavors build up in the cast iron and it makes your meat taste better. But only I had a nice kitchen to use for the next year to cook along with Molly. Aww. Thanks, Kyle. But just think one day you will. We'll be here for a few more years. I hope so. Yeah, someone was saying that you don't wash your cast iron, that you let the flavors build up. What are your thoughts on that? Or you kind of like wash it lightly? Macman, thank you for that follow. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. You should cosplay Tila. What is Tila? Except, can you show me a photo of Tila? Macman, can you describe Tila to me? and why you think I should cosplay. We do have a show we do on Sundays usually, or Saturday nights if you're in the US, called Gamer Grub. So we make themed food from TV shows, movies, and video games. So on the weekend we did Guardians of the Galaxy, and I've been trying to theme it. We have the green screens. God, English is hard tonight. And we kind of theme it, but I have been trying to dress up. But the problem is doing it each week, it does get a bit expensive. And I wanted to, wow. Is Masters of the Universe, wow. She's fit. My great grandma's cast iron skillet, you can somewhat clean it, but you don't scrub it or use soap. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Teal is from Masters of the Universe, okay. Seasoning the pan, that's why I'm passionate about cast iron. Wash it still. That's just civilized. Johnny Scotty, hello. All right. So we're just pushing this gently. Well, it doesn't matter, you can be rough with it. Just pushing it into your pan, into the corners, making sure it is equal thickness around. Push, 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 push. So this week we aren't doing a Gamer Grub just because we have some visitors coming over from interstate. So we are going to be streaming this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're having Friday, Saturday off, and then Sunday we're going to do a later stream at 2 p.m. And then next week we are doing either, what do you guys think? SpongeBob or Minions? What do you think? Who wants to vote? I actually had a dream that you were in an episode of Masters of the Universe. Me? Me? How long have you been watching the show? That me specifically? Alrighty. Castle Grey Skull. What is Castle Grey Skull? Don't face, what is Castle Grey Skull? I don't know about Master of the Universe, but Miss Molly is a master chef. Oh, Johnny Scotty. Coming in with the compliments. Thank you very much. Cheers to you, my friend. I appreciate that. I'm not a chef, but chef schmef. I can cook. If I do say so myself. SpongeBob. Way better talents to homage. Yes. So we're thinking of doing. We're gonna put it to the audience. What y'all think? So SpongeBob will do. Well, we can do them, you know, both at different stages. But I just thought next week. What do you guys think? So base is in there. And then we're going to put our berry layer. So you don't need to make like a jam or anything. You can if you want. Sometimes I cook my raspberries into like a berry coulis or something, and then layer it on. But I'm just gonna wing it this time. Thumbs up all the way, dear miss. Thank you. So these are frozen berries. I find that frozen raspberries have like a more intense flavor than fresh. And they're so versatile, just pop them out of the freezer. So we have raspberries. I'm gonna pop some corn flour over these as well. The raspberries will have some moisture and we don't want that to leak out. We want that to kind of create like a nice syrup. So we're gonna use the corn flour to thicken it. And we've got some strawberries here as well. You were not listening to He-Man and picking fruit from his plant, not being carnivorous. And when you pick the fruit, the plant shot out from its vines and wrapped it around your waist. Wow. It's a very intense storyline, MacMan. So the vines were around my waist. Who is that in the white? It's been so long. Is that you, Uncle Camo? I can't see. Exceed, can you help me? Who's got the right writing? It is Uncle Camo. I only got that because Exceed said, hey Camo. Castle Grayskull is HQ for He-Man on his planet. Oh. So, Castle Grayskull is from Master of the Universe? Is that what you guys are telling me? I'm a little bit confused. What would you do if a giant plant wrapped its vine around your waist? Would it be like attached to something, or would it be like a belt? I'd probably get a sword and cut it away. That's why I've got so many knives, to protect myself from big, scary vines, super plants. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's me, Camo. How you doing, Camo? How have you been? It has been a while. You've been good? You've been well? Okay. So we've got some strawberries here as well. You can chop them, chop them. Do we have any fans of Dota? Last time it came on, like, deaf ears last time I talked about Dota because no one really knew it, was a fan of it. But the big competition was on over the last week. And so that's what I've been watching. But just cutting these, I was saying Chipper Chopper. That is one of the characters, Pudge. He kind of says something similar, but I just make up my own thing. I've had a really messed up sleeping schedule. Oh, Camo! Welcome to everybody's club. I feel like everybody, a lot of people on Twitch complain of sleeping schedules, but I suppose that's good. It's a good thing for me because it means that you guys come and check out our stream. And we love having you. Not really a fan of MOBAs. Yeah, it's kind of a... For me, I don't 100% understand it. Exceed's a fan, so I kind of get around it. I just go for the really cool atmosphere. Okay. I never really... Growing up with two brothers that played a lot of video games, but they were kind of WoW. Got around WoW and they were, played WoW a lot. My mum always told me, had very negative thoughts around gaming. So I never really understood the culture. It wasn't until I met Exceed and he kind of showed me. You never really understand the culture until you go to a big event. So we went to the International in Seattle last year and it was phenomenal. People are so involved, but it's not about the game. It's about people meeting each other. One of the stories was a dad, like a stepdad. He wanted to take initiative to get to know his stepdaughter. This was like he was interviewed at the show last year, and he wanted to take initiative to some way get to know his teenage stepdaughter, and so he started getting involved in Dota. In the MOBA and the kind of in the culture, and now he took her to the international one year, and they've been going every year since, and it's something that it's like a bonding thing between them. So I thought it was really lovely, and I think that's really evident in a lot of gaming, especially on Twitch as well, where I think gaming gets a really bad rap, and all of the negative connotations and medieval view of gaming, that people are stuck in their room, they're antisocial, they're eating Doritos and drinking 7-Up. I really think that that's not like a modern day view, and it's becoming. Am I rambling? Am I making any sense? I just think that the culture is really, really interesting, and I love it. I'm a cooking fan. What are you making? Because I heard chicken, then it changed to beef, and now I see raspberries and strawberries. Don Face. So we are starting off with a berry oatmeal slice. That's this guy here. Then we are going to start making Thai fish cakes, and then we're finishing off with beef burrito bowls. Okay, so this is the crumble on top. Oh no, I got too busy talking. So here, you can get some granulated sugar. The vine was attached to the plant's mouth. Oh, that's a bit scary, Macman. So you can put some granulated sugar, but I'm just going to use a tiny bit of honey and drizzle just a tiny bit. And then we're going to use some corn flour, cornstarch. I might get I guess I've changed my ideology about gaming since meeting Exceed. Alright, so this is just cornstarch. We're just sifting it over, and it's going to create a really nice syrupy berry layer. Nice, a bit of fruit in there. And then we're going to grab clumps of our crumble and kind of squeeze it in your hands to make clumps. And when it bakes, it'll go really crunchy and tasty. That's a busy day. Busy night here. I honestly actually cook quite fast, and I have to get into reminding myself to chat and kind of drag it out, because often we can cook this all in like an hour and a half or less than that even, but I need to remember to be a little bit social. So you want to be able to see the berries through. So we have the nice base, and then the crumbles on top. I really shouldn't have doubled the recipe. I should have done like 1.5 rather than 2 times. Don Face, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Miss Molly Makes family. Okay, I think we'll do a little bit more. We'll use the rest, or I'll eat it, which wouldn't be good. So you're supposed to see the berries through it, but so the oven is preheated to 180 degrees Celsius. 345 Fahrenheit, okay? All right. So you use any berries that you like. What are your favorite berries? Mine, I'd have to say, is probably strawberry. I don't eat a lot of raspberries fresh, just because they're quite expensive. Fiona May, hello. What's up, Mama Molly? Brown sugar, of course, we use brown sugar. 1/3 cup. I know you like strawberries, Moon. Into the oven. Moon, can we please get a timer for 25 minutes, please? All right, so let's get the ingredients for our Thai fish cakes. Now I can put this down here and I've got more room. Okay, so Moon likes strawberries. Who else is a fan of berries? You guys like blueberry fans, raspberries? Strawberry is not a berry to be scientific. Raspberry for me, isn't it? I didn't know that. Why? So what categorizes a berry? Done. It's very interesting. I didn't know that. I love learning new things. Okay. We're gonna be using the food processor tonight. Easy, simple, just whisk. God, English, Molly. This gin's going in my head and I haven't even drunk much. Okay. Food processor. I don't need to take it out. I don't know why I did that. Okay. I might get rid of all of this mess here. You like raspberries. Strawberry daiquiri. Fiona May loves the daiquiris. Okay, let me just do some cleaning. I have my, because I'm gonna be the one that's doing the dishes, so I'm using the dishwasher tonight. Exceed's not a fan, so I'm not meant to use it. But Molly owns the kitchen tonight. Okay, so food processor. We have here ingredients wise. We have some fish. So we're using some barramundi, and we've got the skin on. So we can, I'll show you how to remove the skin. It's a bit annoying, isn't it, guys? Might use that other. Did Exceed face reveal yet? No, not yet. No Exceed do the dishes. We'll see. We'll do them together. Okay, so that's our fish. We're going to use our knife and we're going to take the skin off. You don't have to, we're not filleting it, we're just cooking it in chunks. So, this is not a great piece of fish, to be honest. Interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do, it's like a terrible piece of fish that I got. It's not keeping together. It's like flaking in my hands. So we're going to use a knife, and what you're going to do is run your knife. See how this is going to work. I don't have a filleting knife. I've never been a fish filleter. Any bones in the fish, not this fish. They've all been taken out. But see, like I'm rubbing my hand on it and it's all coming off on my hand. I don't know. What you're going to do is run your knife along the skin. I don't know if I just break it off with my hand. That means it's an old fish. Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Yeah. Okay, not buying fish from there again. So you just want it in chunks like that. I'm not like a person that buys fish. Usually my granddad catches it and it's fresh and then we like freeze it straight away. So I'm a little bit disappointed. Because he doesn't care because he doesn't eat fish. Okay, I won't use so nothing. So you want about 300 grams of fish. Okay? And it looks like we're not going to have that with this massacring that Molly's doing right now. I don't eat fish too, never liked fish. It's understandable. There we go. Don Face, berries are classified as fruits blooming from a single ovary. The strawberry is from multiple. Oranges and tomatoes could be considered berries themselves, but belong to a subspecies. That's so interesting. Thank you for teaching us that, Don. Sorry, have a bit of hiccup. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna put that in the bin. Can you feed dogs fish? Can I feed this to Romeo? It's just like fish skin. Am I allowed to do that? Just wash my hands. Matines, welcome to Miss Molly Makes. Thank you for that follow. Thank you. Molly, you can feed fish. Can feed fish to goods. Dogs, you can. Okay, cool. The US is not as dumb as the media puts it to be. Why would you say that, Don? I don't know who thinks that the US is dumb. Nah, Romeo doesn't like the fish. Great. If Romeo doesn't eat it, then that means it's bad fish. I don't know. Okay, so into here we are going to add some kaffir lime leaves. So these ones, rather than fresh ones, I just have them in a tin or a jar. They've just been like, they're not being, I wouldn't say pickled. I would just say that they're kind of, I don't know, preserved in some water. You can see it's bad from the way you were cutting it, yeah. I'm a bit worried, crazy. So we're just gonna put some kaffir lime leaves in there. If I die and I don't stream tomorrow, you'll know why. But what if I die? We're gonna put some chili curry paste. So you could use green, Thai green curry or Thai red curry. It's up to you. I just have green curry in my pantry, so I'm gonna be using that. I'm just gonna put some of that in there. Don't say that, Molly. I'm sorry. I'm just really nervous. I can't waste it, so I have to eat it. But, what else? We're gonna put some sweet chili sauce. Maybe we just hate ourselves so much we assume the world does tenfold. No way. Don, we love everybody. Well, we love everybody here at Miss Molly Makes. So we don't hate anybody. You're always welcome. And I love that you're teaching us things. I think that's really important. You learn something every day. And on the show here, I learn about 100 things. It's good. If you ain't learning, if you aren't growing, you're dying. That's what I say. When I ate old fish, I didn't get sick, but it tasted really bad. Crazy, you just keep coming with all those beautiful comments. No, it's all good. What would we do without our Molly? I don't know, what would you do? We're gonna use some cilantro, or not cilantro, oh my gosh, don't call it cilantro. It is a scallion, or a spring onion we call it. So I'm just gonna lightly chop it up, not on my bench, because that's not something you do. Spring onion in there. I kind of lied. I did get really sick from fish. Oh, thanks, Crazy. And we are going to lastly put a little bit of fish sauce. Too close to the camera. There we go. Feel like I'm just gonna go down with the boat. Might as well make it taste nice. And then I'm gonna put some pepper. Romeo's crying at me because he wants to go outside. And last but not least, so this is one from one of our beautiful viewers, Peter. Didn't like me, said it was taking too long for me to grind salt on stream. So she donated money for me to buy a little salt pot. Made out of bamboo and it's got a little magnet on it. It's so cute. So thank you again to Peter. I can't lie, that's no problem, Crazy. I appreciate the honesty. I think honesty is the best way to go. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more curry powder, paste, sorry. And then you can bulk it up if you want to do some like sweet potato in there, or like mashed potato as well if you want to do that. What else? Could add a garlic clove, but I don't think so. I don't think so. We've got too much garlic in our paste anyway. So we're gonna do a quick Miss Molly mix and we're gonna play you some beautiful music. All right, so we'll go down here. So you can see that's a mixture there. And I'm gonna YOLO it and actually put some potato in there. So I have sweet potato and normal potato. I think we might do some sweet potato, hey? Just a little bit. Could always add an egg in there as well. So this isn't in the recipe. It may or may not work. Just want to bulk it up a little bit. Just a little bit of sweet potato. And, whoa, no, we're not gonna, oh, that could have been dangerous. Don't mix it with a spoon in there. All right, real quick, Miss Molly mix. And we're done. There. Oh, smells. Dances with the broom. I love that moon. It made me laugh. It makes me smile. Not laugh, smile. Okay, so we're going to go to the stove. Move this away. I'm gonna go to the stove. And I'm going to put some I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake, shake. Uncle Camo, thank you for those bits. I appreciate that, my friend. Alrighty, going back to the stove. We're gonna put some olive oil in here. I'm gonna do some frying. Do some peanut oil if you wanted to, but I just like regular olive oil. We're gonna get a spoon. A spoon. I'm gonna get some, take this out. There we go. And remember, if you've put any fish in your rubbish bin, don't leave it in your house, you know, because take it outside and put it in the garbage outside, because it does get a bit pongy, a bit smelly. Okay. Okay, so that's heating up. We want to get our little spoon, and you can either use your hands if you want, and create like a little fish cake, like this. We want to shallow fry that and make sure it's all nicely cooked. If you like your fish cakes with chunks of fish, that's no problem. You can process it and then add chunks in later on, or just process it a little bit lighter. Beautiful orange colour, so you'll say so myself. And really fragrant, using that curry paste, and you've got your spring onion. You could also add some lemongrass in there as well, depending what ingredients are in your curry paste. Be careful not to burn yourself when you're pushing down. I've got a spoon yet, I'm still using my hands. And Moon, you'll be very happy I'm wearing non-odd socks today. Black socks. Moon laughs at me because sometimes I wear odd socks and he always picks me up for it. Alright, I'm just washing my hands. I think everyone's come here for the burritos, right? That's why you're all here. I'm going to keep them to last. Let you all suffer. No, not suffer. You'll be hungry. I'm appetizing. Alrighty. Flip them over. If you're worried about, if you think all the oil is tending to go to one side, it may mean that your stove is a little bit uneven. So just kind of shake your pan around and move the oil. Flip them over. So I've added sweet potato. So we'll make it a softer consistency than just adding the fish, which will be nice. And if you're a little bit unsure if they're cooked or not cooked, put them in the oven, and then that will make sure that the complete inside is cooked. More often than not, Molly wearing odd socks actually seems to bring good luck. Could be coincidence, who knows? Really? Good luck to me or good luck to you guys? Maybe I am an emblem of good luck. Maybe it's got nothing to do with my shoes or my socks. Oh, sorry guys, that's loud. And we're going to have a little dipping sauce of some sweet chili, if I can find where I put it. I hope I'm good luck. I don't really believe in luck, to be honest. I feel like you make your own luck. And I feel more about positivity, and you bring good vibes into your life. So self-fulfilling beliefs. You know, if you think negative things will come into your life. These are baby fish cakes. I saw a girl on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, making fish cakes the other day, and that's kind of what spurred me on to make them for myself. Why don't you believe in good luck? No, I just think that you make your own luck. You know, I think greatness is inside all of us and that you just need to believe it. I think rather than looking outside and having something extrinsic to kind of spur you on and looking outside, I think it's all inside, guys. It's in your heart and in yourself. And you know, if you don't believe that you can do something, you know, I believe for you. I'll believe and be your cheerleader until you have that self-belief. Because I believe that every one of you have greatness inside you. You just need to believe. And I'll be your cheerleader. I'll be here. I'll be there with pom-poms. Going, go, go, go. You got it. Okay. Last ones. Alright, now I'm going to soak this pan because... Alrighty. Fish cakes or no fish cakes, there is no good luck. How long do we have to go on our slice moon? If I can ask. A little bit more oil. I'm just gonna check, make sure these are. Wow, they're really good. I wish you good luck. I wish you luck for the fish though. Thanks, Crazy. See, the way I look at it, it's something, if I were to get unwell, it would be a learning opportunity. Because then I'd know what to look for. 23 minutes gone. Thanks, Moon. Then I'd know what to look for next time I cook fish. Or, you know, going to... Yeah. So, these are our fish cakes, our Thai fish cakes. Make them pretty. Like I said, they're just for me because he doesn't eat seafood. I would decorate them with some coriander or cilantro. What do you guys think, do you guys believe in good luck? Is that something you guys live by? I think believing in something is important. There we go. Coriander or greenery makes everything prettier. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, and I did eat this one, so I'll break this one apart. Really nice filling, and as I was saying, it's a little bit softer because of the sweet potato. It's really good. I'm pretty happy. And if anything happens, I know that it tasted good. Okay? Thanks, Moon. We'll have a check on the oatmeal slice. Would you guys make this? Are there some fish eaters? Other fish eaters in the house? looks damn good. Thank you very much. All right, we'll move this saucepan frappe away. Okay. Let this one cool down and then I'll eat that because I'm a bit hungry tonight. Okay, oatmeal slice. Here we come. Still needs a little bit longer. Moon, can you put the timer on for another 10 minutes, please? 10 minutos. I don't like eating fish. I had a very bad experience with fish. Oh no! What was your bad experience? Never really liked fish or crab cakes. Oh, okay. Would you try to make them yourself, KB? Thank you, Moon. I appreciate it. Gold star. I feel like they're a really good appetizer. Alrighty, let's clean up. Pop them there. Okay, put them over here out of the way. All right, let's get started on probably not. I'm more of a basic fish kind of guy. Normally just grill it with a little bit of lemon pepper. Yum. I think sometimes simple is better with some things. So I can definitely get down with that. Get down with that. Okay, burrito bowls, everybody. Burritos, if you had tacos, just wrap it up into a taco. But we're gonna make some magic tonight. I got sick from eating old fish. I had a massive bone in my fish. Went out once and kind of ate it, not without knowing. Oh no, that sounds bad, crazy. Okay, so we'll put this coriander aside. A little bowl. All right, so we're gonna create some marinated beef. So here, I have some rump steak. Some rump steak. You can use whatever steak. You can use chicken or pork, whatever you like. These flavors will go with it all. So we're gonna get some beef, and we're going to marinate that in some spices. So I'll bring them over. So we have lemon, garlic, some cayenne pepper, paprika. You see that? Ground paprika. Then we have some cumin, ground cumin, garlic powder, and some onion powder. So we're gonna slice up our beef, and then we're going to marinate that in our spices, put that aside, and later on cook that. And then we've got some, serving it with some grilled corn, some sweet corn. We're going to make an avocado kind of salsa. So we have regular salsa here as well, medium hotness. But I have an avocado, I have some red onion, a little bit of Chinese cabbage, some tomato, and red bell pepper or red capsicum. How much was the steak? This one was $13, but it's quite a lot. You know, this would feed more like Exceed and I tonight, and then probably like his lunch the next day, or for two of us the next day. You know, it's quite big, and if you can bulk up your burrito with rice, we're going to use quinoa tonight instead of rice, but you can use whatever you want. And we're also going to do some black beans as well. Okay, so let's get started with the beef. I've not been a fan of using this big chopping board when I cook meat because it's really hard to cut the meat and then to clean. So I've been using like a smaller chopping board because it's easier to like wash in my washing. What's it called? Sink. I had a momentary lapse of words. Okay, got a big knife. And I don't really like wood chopping boards. Really, Michael? What kind of chopping board do you use? Wood is naturally antimicrobial. So you just, this is actually bamboo. You're meant to just wipe them and make sure you've got no like solids on there, wipe them, and it kind of naturally cleans itself within reason. I've been told. So that's why a lot of chefs like wood benches as well. But it's all personal preference. That's the thing with cooking. A lot of it is personal preference and what one person likes, another person dislikes. Similar to the whole conversation before about cast iron. It's about what you're cooking it with, what you're used to. See, my family have never used cast iron. And it's not... Crashly, thank you for that host. Guys, go and check out the beautiful Crashly. She is the captain of our stream team, the Crash fam. All right, so I'm gonna leave these kind of excess fat. I'm gonna cut it all off. Romeo does like it, but I don't really like him eating a lot of animal fat. I did find, I went to the store today, just to the shops to meet my friend, and I did get the number of a professional knife sharpener, so I think I need to get my knives properly sharpened, especially now that I'm using them so often. Like, we're cooking 5 nights a week. Not that I wouldn't cook, you know, but I'm actually using my knives quite a lot. More than I used to. Okay, so I'm just using my knife to cut off these sides. I haven't sharpened these properly. What brand are these? These are Baccarat. You can see there. And then my shun knife is Japanese, so it's cut on a different level, like it's I think on a 30 degree rather than a 45 degree or something angle, so you need to sharpen it in a different fashion, and I'm very nervous because it's such an expensive knife I received for my birthday. I'm too scared to sharpen it myself, and I'm not 100% familiar. Like, I have, when I received these knives as a gift, and they come with some type of sharpener. I'll see if I can find it actually. But it says coarse and fine, and it didn't come with a like a manual. So I don't know if you'd go coarse and then fine, or fine and then coarse, or you know, alternate between them. So I should find it and then ask. I tried to Google it and I still couldn't find that information anywhere. So yeah, better to be safe than sorry, I agree. Okay. So just cutting this fat off. If you were going to slow cook this meat, or to render some of this fat off, you could put it in a cold pan and pan fry it, and then the meat and the fat would render down and you would get a beautiful flavor. 9 minutes gone. Thanks Moon. I was going to read that and I was going to say thanks Molly, because I was just not concentrating. You would usually do it coarse then fine. That's what I was thinking, yeah. I just don't know where it's gone. Because like you would do when you're doing metal work, what I did is like at school, you would do coarse to kind of grind it down, and then you would fine to kind of, you know, emboss, like kind of polish it up. So that makes sense to me. So these meaty bits you could give to the dog, just not these like big chunky fat. I don't know, depending if you have a bigger dog. Romeo's a bit spoilt, so he doesn't really deserve too much meat. Hey bud. Come here. Yeah. You guys wanna... Yeah. Sit. And now we wash our hands. Coarse to grind it down and fine to smooth it out, basically. Yeah. Okay. So what are your favorite toppings in a burrito? Do you guys go for the lot? Are you kind of basic with your flavors? I like a lot of fresh. That's why I love Mexican. It's really fresh. And you can kind of add whatever you want to it. As in our family, when we made tacos, we would do grated carrot, and I like that. It's not like a non-traditional filling. But you can do. I just like the carrot. I think it tastes good. Tastes good to me. Okay, so you have your steak, and then you're just gonna slice it. You can slice it as fine or as thick as you want, depending how you like to eat your meat. These are a bit. So you just want to go across the grain. Yum yum for Romeo. Oh, I gotta check that thing. Sorry, Moon. So you remind me, and then I totally kind of space out, and then I like I remind like a goldfish. Alright, let me wipe my hand again. Maybe 5 more minutes. We'll go 5 more minutes. 5. Anyone doing anything special this week? We have our friends coming from interstate. They're staying with our other friends that live nearby. And we're going to the football. On the Saturday, we're going to go to a winery. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know why. Sometimes I cut left-handed, even though I'm right-handed. Oh, speaking of left-handed, do you know yesterday was International Left-Handed Day? Nothing special for me this week, just more of the same. Well, Moon, let's create something special for you. What special can you think up? Is there something you haven't done in a while? Have you been to the movies lately? What about everyone else? What have you guys got planned for this week? I haven't been to the movies in ages. I think the last movie we saw at the cinema was Guardians of the Galaxy. I got nothing planned, just working. Crazy. What about you? Anything? There has to be something fun, you guys. Haven't been to the movies since 2012. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I do like the atmosphere of the movies. I like eating the popcorn. You can't get anything better than the cinema popcorn. You know, you can't make it for yourself as good. in my opinion. When we watched Prometheus, horrible movie. I don't think I've ever seen Prometheus. Ty, hello. How you doing, Ty? Ty, how was your Monday? We're just chatting about our weeks, what everyone's got planned. I can just watch a movie that came out at the movies online. I know. But I just like the atmosphere. And I tend to pay more attention at the cinema, whereas at home I can kind of be on my phone or doing things. I get distracted easily by my phone. So Exceed makes me put it away. I have to go and put my phone in my room or something to pay attention. Like, so lately he's been not making me watch, but we've been watching Rick and Morty. He's seen it all, but I kind of bagged it, at the start, Rick and Morty. But now I'm watching it from the start. I kind of understand the storyline and it's pretty good, but I have to have my phone away because I get distracted by it if it makes any noise. Alright, I'm one of those people that will sit there scrolling on my phone while I'm listening to background music. So, steak. Just watched the new ep that came out today. The new ep of Game of Thrones or Rick and Morty? Rick and Morty, I'm guessing. I hope you don't watch your phone use your phone while watching Game of Thrones. No, I'm actually quite into Game of Thrones. And if you miss, if you look down, you miss everything in Game of Thrones. So I try not to use my phone for that specific thing. Okay, so our sliced beef here, we are going to use a little bit of cayenne pepper. Good Molly. Good girl. Good girl, Molly. We're going to do some onion powder. Depending how much you like of this, you can just get a taco seasoning mix from your grocery store, but I like to kind of make my own. Paprika. I'm a big paprika fan, and I'm a huge fan of cumin. Cumin, whatever you want to call it. Helps if you open it, Molly. This is a new one. Hey Brownlow, it's yummy stuff. It is. So cumin, come out more. Brown lizzle. There we go. And then we're going to put some garlic powder in there. And we've got some lemon juice, and we can use some of this coriander. Mix them. Whatever, just put it in there. The more coriander, the better. Molly Oven, thank you, Moon. I feel like we need an alert that you can put in chat and be like, Molly Oven. Or like something to prompt me. Exceed. Can we get around that? Can we do that? There we go. I think that's good. You could toast it for a little bit more. I think it's yummy. Lemon on steak. Is that not a good thing, or is that a good thing, Michael? Is that a happy face, or because to me it doesn't look like a happy face. Explain yourself, young man. It's, oh my heavens, that looks scrumptious. Thank you. The steak, I know. Or me? Districts. Mate, lemon on steak is great. I totally agree. Alright, so we're just going to mix that around with our spice mix. And I don't know if you have done it before, is you put this on a sheet of baking paper in the oven and you cook it like that. I've never put lemon on steak. No way, guys, you are missing out. I'm confused taste, although I've never tried it. It adds a lot of flavor. Promise it's good. Okay, so you can let that kind of marinade away. Scratch my eyebrow. It's yummy. Okay, so we'll put that aside. Put a little bit of olive oil in there as well. I think that's what we'll do. I have put lemon in my mouth though. Oh my gosh. Maybe more. This olive oil was terrible. My other one leaked. I had a metal, like a stainless steel oil pourer, and it was like leaking all the way onto our cupboards and our bench tops. Sounds like you, Brownlow. Alright, so we're going to put that aside and we're going to start cooking our quinoa. You can do rice if you like rice, brown rice, white rice. So the steak's done right, it means it looks ready to eat. Really? It's not cooked. Not cooked at all. It's still raw, but you can eat it like that way. Have you tried peppercorn sauce on steak? It's like heaven. I've always wanted to make peppercorn sauce, but I thought that you had to kind of slow cook your peppercorns, or I've never honestly made it by myself. Because you're supposed to use green peppercorns. Is that correct? Right, so I'm just filling up a saucepan with some water, and depending how much quinoa you want to use, I'm going to use probably 2/3. That's half a cup, so maybe we might do some extras just so Exceed's got some leftovers. Yeah, I am known for putting foreign unidentified objects in my mouth. This guy. Wow, Brownlow. I don't know if that's too much information. What have you been... I don't even know if I want to ask the question, what have you been... No, I won't. So that is a question not asked, okay? No, crazy. Don't do it. Don't ask. Guys, this is a clean show, and I don't know if I want to know what he is doing with those objects and what objects they are. Are we adding anything to the quinoa like teriyaki or something along those lines? We're just gonna make a plain quinoa. You can cook it in some chicken stock if you'd like. So I wanted to, great you brought this up. So, remember I was telling you guys to put stock in ice cubes? So I made some chicken broth a few days ago, and I made some last week as well. And a way that I found of easily having chicken broth on hand was to put it in the freezer into ice cubes. But I found that you were using too many ice cubes and it wasn't efficient. So now I went and bought a muffin tray, a 12 muffin tray that had silicone, so you can pop it out. And this is what I've been making. Chicken broth muffin shapes. So you can just pop one of them into a glass and then make some bone broth to drink, or you can pop this in with a little bit of water and use that to cook your quinoa. So really easy, and then just keep it in your freezer, and as you need it, take it out. Really super simple. So I went to a store called Spotlight and I found some super cool muffin trays. So in the past I've been using silicone inserts, but now this is silicone, and they just kind of like pop out like that. But it's reinforced with stainless steel, so it keeps its shape rather than being flimsy like silicone can be. Just the bases here are all silicone. So yeah, just a new little tidbit for you all. Alright, so our quinoa is cooking. I'm 80% sure it was good. It was food. Okay. So what am I doing now? What am I going to be cooking? Let's make our salsa. We've got some black beans here that I'm going to open. Was it food though? I'm 80% sure it was food. Oh my gosh. Chicken broth popsicles, my fave. Yeah. Chicken broth is really nourishing and really good for you. So I've been, if I feel a little bit unwell, been warming up some bone broth with a little bit, like a tiny bit of salt to give it some flavor. You can add some like ginger and garlic in there as well. And it's like a nice soup and really tasty. Okay. So we have our black beans here. So I'm just going to get them out of the tin and rinse them under some water. If I can get them out of the tin. Ugh, it won't come out. Oh my goodness gracious. It legit won't come out. There we go. Ooh, they're a bit slimy. Beans make you gassy. Maybe I shouldn't sleep next to Exceed and Romeo tonight. Lol. Okay, sorry. There's our black beans. We're going to cook some corn. Don't eat beans before you go in the airplane like I did. Oh, Brownlow. We've got all the stories tonight. So we're going to shuck. Is it shuck when you take them off the cob? You shuck, no, you shuck oysters, right? Oh, crazy, you're just asking for trouble. Okay, so we're going to get these threads off, corn threads. I know in Chinese cuisine, they love these little corn silk, I think they call it corn silk. And they have it in soup. I crop dusted the plane, my friend. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. I did not need to know that. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Let's just... And then we're going to get a big heavy knife and take the kernels off, and we're going to pan fry them. You also could put them in, grill them and put them on the barbecue, but I don't have a barbecue. Makes me sad. Romeo's waiting patiently here because he thinks he's going to get some more meat. The air stewardess called my row the radiation zone. Did they know it was you? Oh my gosh, I'd be so embarrassed planes themselves, actually, the air pressure is known to make people gassy. It's because of the pressure, not necessarily what you've eaten pre-flight. And also the plane food as well isn't the best, in my opinione. So this is a bit messy. You can get a gadget that literally you push over top like that, and it takes all the corn kernels. When I used to be home alone, I literally, when I was cooking for myself, I would just get corn and then pan fry it with a little bit of butter, a little bit, let's be honest, some butter, and then a little bit of salt, and that would just be like my dinner. And now I'm not a uni student, I can afford food, real food. Alright, and then be careful not to like crop spray your bench with corn. Not farts, corn. Okay, corn. Really? I had great noodles on plane. Really? Do dogs eat corn? Romeo will eat anything. He really likes asparagus. This dog, if I eat anything, like if I do this, and then go straight from my mouth to his, like and offer him something, he'll eat anything. He really likes watermelon. I've given him grapes in the past, but then I found out they're bad for dogs. So he doesn't have, often, doesn't have grapes. You made my night. Okay, so that's our quinoa cooking. We're going to move that over here. Move our, should we make our, I think we'll do our meat in this pan. And I'm going to do some washing here. So just chat amongst yourselves. Let's hit hello. Just doing some dishes. Alright, I know the stove's on. It's bad, you shouldn't leave the stove on. So, fry pan, a bit of oil, but I'm gonna go butter, because butter, to be honest, tastes better with corn, good old corn. Butter. Is cow tipping a real thing, or is it a myth? I have heard that as well. Alright, that's too much butter. I'm gonna admit that. Butter. Quinoa is still cooking nicely. Alright, so into here we're going to add our, it will probably be easier if we can bring our fry pan over. Add the corn. Dan, this is a lot of corn. This is like a family size amount of corn. I'll just eat it tomorrow. It's no problem. No problem. You can put some paprika in there, a little bit of butter, queso fresco, and do like a Mexican kind of street corn. Romeo wants the butter. Hey, little man. Do you want me to see if you'll eat some corn? Ready? Exceed, can you change camera? Oh yeah, don't worry. All good. Buddy, eat it. Success. Yeah. He's eating it. I think he just likes anything that's sweet. Wash your hands. I was about to say, oh no, I don't have a spatula. So, as you heat your corn, it'll become a brighter yellow. It's so pretty. So we're gonna have beautiful like colors and flavors in the burrito bowl. Bright yellow. We're gonna have the black beans. We're gonna have our avocado green salsa with tomato in there. Our beef. Have a little taste. Oh, I did not know dogs eat corn. Romeo eats anything. No, he's looking at me. He said, Ma, I want some more. I'm just going to put a little bit of salt in there. Wooty, hello. How you doing, Woot? A bit of salt. We got to work on getting our schedules to mesh better. How you doing, Woot? I'm sorry. That's why we do our different times on the weekends. We're just doing some burrito bowls. So we've got some corn here with a little bit of butter and some salt. And I'm going to take the heat off and we'll warm them back up later. And we've got our fry pan here for our beef later on. Might try. Scoily, hello. Have you ever tripped over Romeo in the dark? Yeah. He's usually laying in the bed, like at night time, he's usually on top of the bed. But sometimes like I've gone to, you know, turn the light off and go to bed. And he's like under my feet. And does my head in. Just gonna taste some corn. At 7:30 a.m. I'm at work and have interviews, so no way. 7:30, you're at work already? Goodness. Woody, why are you there so early? Yum. Okay. Salsa time. Quinoa's cooking. Bowl for our salsa. I'm gonna check that quinoa. I'm gonna take it off the heat and let that residual heat cook it. Okay, so we've got avocado. Twist. And we're going to use our spoon. I'm gonna take it out. Karen Cashmali in NBA. Tell Cash we say hello. Starts at 7 a.m. past 18 years. 7 till 4. That's a good time. I do like early starts because that means early finishes. I do, at my old job, it was 7:30 till 6. But my new job is 8 till 6. So, long days, but less days. If that, because it means that full-time was only 4 days a week. He called you a star. Aw, thank you. That's very nice of him. Our cat's afraid of cucumbers. Brandley, you come up with the weirdest things, my friend. All right, so avocado, we can just turn it upside down and just slice Just want it into kind of chunks. Like that. Pop it in there. Be gentle, you don't want to mush it. For making a salsa, you want to go for probably a little bit underripe. My daughter is a nurse, she is always at work. I'm very lucky in theatre. I just started my position and I don't have to work weekends. At my old job, you didn't work weekends because it was a private sector, so we didn't operate on the weekend. Whereas in the public sector where I am now, it's only emergencies, so not as many staff are needed on the weekends. So I'm happy with that. But I have gone down part-time because when we moved to this state, we didn't realize how far away my job would be. In Google Maps it said 50 minutes max, whereas it takes me an hour and a half to drive to work in traffic. So I didn't realize that, and I was getting really run down and really tired. So I've just gone down part-time until we move closer. But I really do like it. I like working part-time. It's given me, now Exceed's got a full-time job. Like I was spending a lot of time with him and he was working from home. But it kind of gives me more time to focus on the stream. We just need to be able to make it worth it income-wise. So it is nice to Exceed having a job, even though I don't get to see him as much. So red onion, we're just gonna slice some red onion. And then you wanna grab it. Slice is actually the wrong way, but whatever. My daughter is a turtle and I wanna build a turtle fence for her because she keeps escaping. Oh my gosh, Brownlee. Crack me up, my friend. It's like every time I look up and I see Brownlee, it's like, what will it be? What will it be this time? What will shock me? Oh! My eyes are sore from the onions. So, where did my onion cutting glasses go, Exceed? On the fridge. So I bought myself some onion cutting glasses because I've been crying too much on stream, so. What do you think? Onions are Molly's greatest weakness. Not anymore. Oh my god, that's great. I like it. This is the second time I've worn them, so just putting them to the test. They're fabulous. Molly, you look like a Power Ranger. Amazing Mikey, hello. Just showing everyone my new glasses. They're for cutting onions. They're actually working, even though I feel disorientated while I'm like having to look down and make me feel a bit dizzy. At least I'm not crying. So everyone's been giving me all these hints about which way they do it to stop crying with onions. The best way, buy some beautiful glasses like these. You look like Dame Edna. All the Aussies will know who Dame Edna is. Okay. Cutting onions has never really seemed to bother me for some reason. I envy you, my friend. I envy you because I have to look like this on stream to get through it. No one, like, I hope this doesn't go anywhere. No one will see me outside of streaming this. Okay. So, some red onion in there. The more or less you want. Oh gosh, streaming with blurred vision while using a knife, the anxiety level is really high. Brownlow, at least it's nice that you're worried about me. So, onion. Might use this onion aside, kind of cut a bit too much. We'll go with some tomato. See, I'm gonna keep them on because the fumes are gonna still like linger. Gonna have to let it linger. Did you have to? Did you have to? Is that how the song goes? I don't know. Oh, I need one of those mats to stand on. My feet are sore today. I don't know why. I feel like I was on my feet. I was on my feet less than I usually am at work, so I don't know why my feet are sore. Alright, now my eyes are hurting. I don't know why. No one likes tomato food. So tomato, you kind of just want to shake it about so you don't get any seeds. You don't want the moisture. You want to like make sure there's no seeds in there. So I took the middle out, if you saw that. What you can do is go like this and use your thumb and my little peanut peed on the carpet, so he's in my bad books. No way. Oh no, Mikey. How do you clean it? Because I use white vinegar, bicarb soda, and a little bit of like dishwashing liquid. The most important thing is that you need to get his smell out of there, because then he'll be attracted to it. You can buy like a certain spray. It's called like Uranoff, and that helps get rid of the dog odor that attracts them to that spot again. Because then when it's dull, he's like, oh my god, I gotta mark my territory again. Because Romeo, when we first moved to this house, Romeo was like that. He's really annoying because if the door's not open, we don't have a doggy door. So if the door's not open, then he like goes in there and he's so annoying. Alright, I think I can take these off now. I'm back. Oh, I can see properly. Brownlow, I didn't cut myself. Yes, I use white vinegar and washing up soap liquid. Yeah, if you put some bicarbonate soda in there as well, it's really good with breaking down the stain. We've got some capsicum, red capsicum or red bell pepper. You can pan fry this or grill it if you like. I don't like the texture. I only like it fresh. I like watching other people's techniques because I have none of my own. Gaming, hello, Gaming Unending. That's a really cool name. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. Are you a fan of cooking or are you just a fan of eating? We like both. We like both here at Miss Molly Makes. I would clean it by destroying the cover with extreme Brownlow. My dog is smart and pee in the bathroom, then I sleep on it because I don't. Yeah, Romeo does that. So usually if he'll go, like if in the middle of the night, if we don't hear him, usually he just sits at the door and he like bangs it with his paw. But if we don't hear him, the off chance, he'll go and actually like pee in our ensuite on the floor. So that's the furthest thing away from the bed, I think. But I'd rather him pee there than on the carpet. So yeah. I like cooking but hardly ever actually cook. I mainly just eat it. We're all fans of well-behaved dogs. We are. Yet, yes, you're not good yet. Okay, so we can either add this into the salsa or we can keep that separate. It's up to you guys. So we've got our salsa here. We've got some sour cream. Actual salsa. I like eating and watching people cook. I actually, when I saw that in the corner of my eye, I thought it said, I like watching people eat. I just give my moral support. We've got some cheese. So these are leftovers from yesterday's stream. These are like chunks of cheese. If you guys didn't see our Guardians of the Galaxy stream, you should go and watch the VOD. It's a bit of fun. And did everyone, if you didn't see me in the fat suit, in the red inflatable suit, you need to go and check it out because it's pretty hilarious if I do say so myself. Alright. Some cheese. Onion. Avocado salsa. Just gonna break it up. The chunks there. And then we've got our corn. What else are we missing? Coriander, that's it. Can't ever have too much coriander. I need to get some more out of the fridge. Because you either hate or you love coriander. Well, I don't know. That's my opinion. I just find that there's people out there that, you know, hate it and think it tastes like soap. Or there's people that, I don't want parsley. Why do I get the parsley out? Ooh. I normally can't afford ingredients to cook. But there's cheap ingredients out there that you can make taste good gaming. You know, like we have in the past made ramen noodles, and I totally agree that there are some ingredients that are expensive, like meat is quite expensive. So there are some delicious veggie meals you can make, but finding cheaper cuts of meat if you are trying to save some money, or like when I was at uni I couldn't really afford much, so buying in bulk is something that I learnt. It is a bigger outlay up front, but cheaper cuts of meat as well. And then you can kind of slowly use it over time, using, you know, like bigger bags of rice and things like that. That shit tastes like soap to me. If you're in the US, flank steak or cube steak is super cheap. Yeah, and it's super delicious, I've heard. I went to find the equivalent of flank steak, and I couldn't find it at my butcher, but I'm going to try again. Okay, so we've got our cilantro or coriander, a red bell pepper or capsicum, red onion, cheese, avocado salsa, our beans, sour cream, proper salsa, lemon, what else? Got some mozzarella cheese here as well. I'm in uni and I'm so poor I can't even pay attention. Oh my gosh. And here I was thinking you're almost coming out with a real sentence. Exceed. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's start cooking our meat. So we've got our quinoa there. We need to heat up our pan. Put some extra olive oil in there, and then while this is heating up, I'm going to strain the quinoa. Okay. I turned on the wrong burner. Oops. Ouch, I need some aloe if that's a sick burn. There's quite a lot of quinoa here to go with all of the excess corn we've got. work tomorrow, so I'll eat the quinoa. Ooh! Something nearly fell off my bench. Lucky I saved it. I saved it. Alrighty. I'm gonna wait till this heats up. So we're going to make a burrito bowl. So a burrito bowl is like a burrito, just without the tortilla. And then, did you make a mess? No, nothing dropped actually. It was just the carton that the steak came in just dropped on the floor. So I should pick that up because Romeo will smell it and want to take it away. Yeah, so instead of using a tortilla, we're going to be using quinoa, or you can use rice. Just a healthier alternative. So this is rump steak from the rump. Just marinated with some cumin, paprika. What else have we got in there? Some onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and some lemon juice. And then just stir fry that or to your liking. Burrito bowl is a bowl-shaped burrito with vegetables and meat in it. Yeah, similar to that. So it's a bunch of cooked meat and vegetables in a bowl, pretty much. Just like taco or burrito ingredients. I have some tortillas as well, or I had corn chips to crumple and put in there as well, but Exceed ate them on the weekend, so we don't have any of them. I do have tortillas in the freezer though. So yeah, you can thank Exceed for no corn chips. No worries. Oh, this smells so good. You can hear that sizzle. Oh, my feet are so soft. Exceed, do you mind getting me my runners? My Nike runners? My feet are so sore. Exceed the corn chip bandit. He is. So I like my steak medium rare, but Exceed likes it well done. So we kind of find a happy medium. And sometimes I'll take my steak off like now and cook his longer. It's not a huge problem. Have a little taste. Oh shit, it's hot. Oh. My tongue. It's not spicy, it's just like temperature hot. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I think it needs a little bit of salt. I don't know if I put salt in the seasoning. Just a few pinches. It's the only bad thing about using flank steak. You can't really cook it anything other than done. It's too thin to cook medium rare, yeah. I don't think you can find my shoes. Alrighty. She's assaulting her food. Okay. So we have our bowls here. We have our 2 different types of salsa. And we have some sour cream. And you just build it as you like it. And we have some corn. You can kind of, I would do this family style. If, you know, it was just Exceed and I wasn't presenting it for you guys, we'd just do it family style. Or you literally just put it like this on the table and everyone can just grab what they like. Thank you. Just gonna put my shoes on. Oh, my feet are sore. Oh, it's so much better. Nike runners, guys. Oh, so good. I'm gonna wash my hands. Alright, we'll move this out of the way. Puns. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is shake off. So quinoa. You just want to make sure it's nice and drained. You just want to put that on the bottom. And depending what kind of toppings you like you have on your burrito, you can put in here. Every time I think of quinoa, Exceed and I went through this. I saw Exceed's shadow. It was magnificent. Oh my gosh. Exceed, you're an effigy. Every time I think of quinoa and I smell it, Exceed and I went through a stage where we're having quinoa porridge every morning for breakfast, and I kind of can't get that smell out of my my head. It reminds me of eating quinoa porridge every morning. Have it with like nuts and a sweet version of porridge, like you would eat normal porridge. So quinoa. Exceed will probably have more than me, so we'll top his more. Let's go with some corn. And you just want to put it in separate little corners so it makes a really pretty bowl. I don't know if Exceed likes corn. I love corn, so I'm going to have that one. Okay. Beans. Bit of beans in there. Beans, beans, beans. The wonderful fruit. The more you eat, the more you feel. Yep, we'll be streaming tomorrow, same time. We're doing French food tomorrow. It's an episode of Miss Molly Makes Around the World. So we're doing some French onion soup. And then we're doing some coq au vin. And lastly, some cherry macarons. I'm going to try and make some red Miss Molly Makes coloured macarons. Alright, now you want this. Kind of should have done this. Because he doesn't like chunks of avocado. Oh well. Oh well. I do. I do. You can have tomato. What are you missing other than the meat? What are we missing? I think we'll just put the meat and then we'll figure it out. So that is our meat, guys. My papa makes them macarons. How does he make them, Brownlow? Load that meat up. Oh, hot. And then cheese. What else? Sour cream. Wish I knew Miss Molly cooking is magic to me. Sour cream. Just a big dollop in the middle. We're gonna put some proper tomato salsa. Depending how spicy you like it, do as little as much as you like. And then I am a huge fan, I think this is mine. I'm a huge fan of coriander. Seed, not so much. That's it. No, I added some sweet potato. So this is the sweet potato left over from our stream yesterday, where I hollowed out the middle. No, Saturday, sorry. So just a mashed sweet potato. Warm it up because I forgot, so it's a bit cold. It's got a bit of white potato in there, so people will get confused. How good does that look? Sweet potato and a burrito. You can do whatever you want. Feel whatever you want in there. Move this out of the way. How good does that look? How colourful! 10 out of 10, I'd give it myself. I'm ready to dig in. So I kind of made mine a little bit bigger than Exceed's. Mine looks prettier. I probably eat like 2 mouthfuls and then I'll be full. And I'll leave it for tomorrow. Ah! I forgot. Last but not least. All these pan juices you need to put over top. I can hear Romeo. Can you hear his little toes? We call them his little high heels on our wood floor. Alright, use those pan juices. Really nice sauce for your burrito bowl. And then also tasty with your quinoa. How good! So everything you could or have in a burrito or a taco, we've just placed on a bed of quinoa. Really delicious salsas, a lot of freshness. Romeo wears heels in respect to that little dude. He's tip-tapping away all the time. Even though we get his nails clipped, he always... See this, I don't know why this one doesn't look as good. That one just is like on point. I don't know. I don't know what I did, but that one's better. That one's better. Exceed can have the better one, I don't care. And then what I would do is just bit of salt and pepper. Damn, so colourful. And then I keep forgetting that I keep looking for my salt grinder. Bit of salt. What do you guys think? So we have our our corn here, our pan-fried corn with a little bit of butter. We've got some cheddar and some mozzarella cheese, capsicum, red capsicum or red bell pepper, some mashed sweet potato. We've got our black beans, some tomato salsa, some spicy tomato salsa, sour cream, some coriander or cilantro, our avocado salsa with our avocado, tomato, and also red onion. And then the hero is our beef here, our sliced beef marinated with cumin, chili, with some cayenne pepper in there, sorry, not chili, cayenne pepper, paprika, salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic and onion powder. I'm very, very chuffed. What do you think, Exceed? You guys have impressed you? And then you could also serve it with tortilla chips if you wanted to. And then you've got underneath, you've got some quinoa just under there. This is not the pretty one, so I can quinoa under there. The colors look great, thank you. I'm very chuffed. Let's have a piece of meat. We've topped it off with the pan juices. So good. Michael, it's so good. So I cooked it a little bit more than I usually would because Exceed likes it and well done. But it's still very soft. It isn't overcooked. It's still palatable. Well done is well, it's not well done. It's kind of medium to well, medium well. Still pink inside and not stringy, so it's still palatable and not too chewy. But not, it's a little bit chewier than medium or medium rare like I like it. What are we going to do? I'm just going to do something, but I forgot what I was going to do. Let's taste this. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Find my lemon slices. Cut off some lemon. Cut up some lemon, not cut off. I bet Exceed is in the other room at the table with his fork ready. Put some lemon slices. I don't know where you put them to make that look pretty. It's very like glary, isn't it? There we go. That's a bit better. That doesn't look good. So that is our beef burrito bowl. What else have we made? Our Thai fish cakes. So the fish we used was a barramundi. We put that in the food processor with some spring onion, Thai green curry or Thai red curry paste, as well as I put some sweet potato in there as well to make it a little bit of a softer consistency. And we also did some other spices. I don't remember what we put in there. It was so quick. It took such a short time to make. It was so good, and they taste so yummy. Thai fish cakes. Oh, we put a little bit of sweet chili in there. Yum. And now, let's get this slice sliced. Hopefully I put enough butter in it this time and it turns out well. Okay. Killer King, thank you for that follow. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. How are you tonight or today, King? I don't know, is it day or is it night for you? This needs sharpening as well. Okay. So, moment of truth. Oh no. Ah! Stuck under my knife. Okay, so you just want to use a sharp knife. Yes, I think it's worked. It's not too crumbly. The most important thing, it doesn't matter about the top, the base needs to be cooked enough that it keeps together. Morning! Good. Welcome, King. We are in Melbourne, Australia, so it is nearly 10:15 in the morning. I'll show you guys this in a minute. So this is our berry oatmeal crumble slice. Lower sugar, full of natural fruits. Kind of shake off some of the crumbs. One of my favorite slices. Do you mean night, Molly? No, King is said good morning. It's morning for him or her. I won't assume someone's gender. What did I say? Did I say, Molly said, oh, I meant it's night time. I understand what you guys, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy cutting, okay? Cutting the slice. Focus on the slice. Just ignore me. Don't ignore me, because then the stream would make no sense. Ah, look at that. So we've got strawberries and raspberries in there. Screw it. We're going to eat it now before we present it. Remy just got like shut himself. Tastes so good, guys. Everybody, yeah, rock your body. Can I see? Berries. So you got a crumble, like a oatmeal base, then with a berry layer, and then our crumble on top. Oh my goodness. So good. So good. Oh, this is like my favorite thing ever. It's like tart and fruity. Which is your, Michael, which one do you think is my favorite? I eat this like all the time. Oh, it's so good. Okay, ready? I just look at that. Ah, it's just so good. It's like berry crumble in a slice that you don't need a spoon with. That's what it's like. All you need, you could put some cream on it, but it's just so, it's so delicious. Ah. Mmm. Alright. I'll stop being a pig and I'll present the food. I'm sorry. Do you guys understand that it's amazing now? Alright. Ramiro's like, Ma, hurry up, I'm hungry. Berry oatmeal slice. Oh, it's a bit crumbly. Oh, a bit more than crumbly. So if you don't want it to be as crumbly, you could just add a little bit more butter to the top of the crumble bit. And then crunch it with your fingers when you're putting it on there. Yum! Okay, Molly, chill. Okay, so we have our Thai fish cakes here. So using any white fish that you have, blending that with some Thai curry paste, some spring onions. You can do a little bit more chili if you like. I use some a little bit of sweet potato to be able to kind of extend it a little bit more, and I found that it was a really nice consistency. We put some sweet chili paste in there, and then we've also got some sweet chili sauce to dip. Really tasty. Molly says some for Exceed. Looks so good. Then we have our beef burrito. Sorry, I have hiccups. Whew. Beef burrito bowls. So we have some sauteed corn in some butter, our avocado salsa, sour cream, what is this? Tomato salsa, capsicum, red capsicum and red bell pepper, mozzarella and cheddar cheese mix, sweet potato mash, black beans, and then our marinated beef, pan fried. And it's laying on a bed of quinoa, guys. But you could use white rice, brown rice, whatever you like. Or you could use a tortilla. It's up to you. And then last but not least, these are our berry oatmeal slice. All of these recipes are available to our subs. Submail went out yesterday and it will go out. These recipes will go out on Sunday. And then you also get a link. All the subs get links to our file, which you have all of the previous recipes, and we just add to them. So there's over 130 recipes in there. Well, no, nearly. I need to add the rest of them from last week. So we've got a oatmeal base layered with strawberries and raspberries in between. You can see the pink, beautiful pink color. And then the same base is just crumbled on top as well. Really, really tasty. You've seen my reaction. I do love it. And I take these to work. You can have them with a nice cup of tea. Molly, make your own cookbook. One day, Brownlee. One day I'd like to. One day, my friend. What do you guys think? What do you think? One day. We're gonna stream for a little bit longer. We've only been streaming for not even 4 months yet. I've got heaps of time. Starla looks so good. Thank you very much. Alrighty. So you can serve this with, as a dessert with some ice cream or cream, or just a slice by itself. Oh, a bit crumbly. But really, really super simple. Looks delicious. Thanks, Killer King. All right. So, guys, our next stream is in 21 hours. Just over 21 hours. We are doing an episode of Miss Molly Makes Around the World, our show where we do themed cuisine. So, we are doing French food tomorrow. French food for us this week is going to consist of some French onion soup. So we're going to caramelize some onions and extend that with a broth. Make really cheesy croutons on top. It's going to be delicious. We're going to France. Get on board the big Miss Molly plane.